Did anybody know that Jasmine was a real estate agent? Kristen, don't worry. You're going to get your baby. What's that? Breaking news. This just in. Jax Taylor has been fired from the Valley. Well, we don't know if he's actually been fired, but that's what we're going with. Welcome to Showmance, guys, the only show on the internet doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Dives as deep as the grief I'm experiencing from this sad and painful day.
For Jax?
No, my thumbnail. I had a great thumbnail lined up. It's really good. I spent a lot of time on the font.
Oh, it's so good. We can't use it, though?
I don't think so. I think we got to go with the Jax thumbnail. This is a great day. I mean, it's such a great day.
It really is.
I think we're going to maybe drink this wine that Meteor Wine sent us.
Yeah, guys, Meteor Wine at Meteor Wine is actually Meteor Wine. It's a real wine vineyard.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah.
And we're going to drink a bottle.
Yeah, Mark might be coming out tonight.
No, Mark is going to be dead because Jax is gone. Because I thought that Mark only came out because of
I got
Jax.
more F words in my notes tonight than I have had all season long.
For real?
My favorite part of this episode
Was when it ended.
was when they did next week on the finale of the Valley. I was like, the finale. Yeah, finally. I don't even think I'm going to watch the reunion just so I can be done with it.
It would have been helpful if they would have told us way sooner. I think we all could have enjoyed the Valley a lot more, knowing that he wasn't coming back. Because I don't believe that he left his own show.
They agreed to that so he wouldn't throw a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
And if on the very, very, very slim off chance that he actually does focus on his healing and get some healing, they could invite him back. But let's be honest, they could kick him on his way out and he'd still want to come back because Jax just wants a TV show.
Yeah, he's wanted it too bad for me to believe that he would ever do something like this. He also has sort of been on an apology tour in a way, like dragging Schwartz around town with him, you know? Why are you apologizing if you aren't going to see these people anymore?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cheers, queers.
Cheers to our first product placement that isn't really a product placement. He's actually probably thinking, I sent that for you to drink, not for you to put up and show on your YouTube show.
No. How?
Right. He's like, I love you guys, but you're not even at like 3K subs. That's some expensive shit, man.
How else can you brag about having a friend who owns a vineyard without telling everyone, showing everyone you have a friend who owns a vineyard?
For your dinner parties.
What's good of having one if you can't tell everyone?
Look at these legs. I don't know what legs are, but I see them.
It's for viscosity.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Annie Herman, boy, yoing. Wow, Bethany, wow. Barry, that is good fucking wine, man.
I need everyone to know that I didn't cut this much bangs. I bleached this much bangs.
No, you bleached this much hair and they turned into bangs.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. So, you know, I didn't say, I'd like the Farrah Fawcett, please. Or not even the Farrah Fawcett anymore. Now I feel like it's just like a come and knock on my door. Like that's why I feel like you might meet me at the Regal Beagle.
With pleasure. But they're not serving Meteor Wine at the Regal Beagle, so we might have to BYOB it.
Yeah.
No, I'm really serious. Did anyone here know that Jasmine was a real estate agent?
No.
Okay, good. Just making sure that I wasn't the only one that was sleeping on that. All right, so Jasmine is showing a house to Danny and Nia. This is what we like to refer to here at Showmance as a call sheet scene, which is completely unrealistic and ridiculous, but it's on the call sheet, so they all show up. And the purpose of this scene was never once for 1 second for Danny and Nia to actually think that they could live in this shoebox with, by the way, adorable. I could live there. You guys could live there. Not a family of 17 could live there. Okay. Was to talk about the Janet and Jason stuff.
Got it. So not to show Nia as a completely unreasonable human being.
No.
Okay. My bad.
Huh?
You think they were doing that to make her look completely unreasonable?
Dude.
Because of the small house?
Just because of either full call sheet scene and it was totally fake. Let's assume that it wasn't. The fact that they're even at this tiny little house with a bicycle driveway for a driveway, and that she's like truly trying to sell it after we've gone through 13 episodes of we need a bigger house, we have more kids, we need spit, we're busting at the seams. So now we're here looking at $1 million place that's the exact same. Oh, it's smaller?
It's smaller than their penthouse condo.
Which,
Why do they always
please
have to
stop
throw-
saying that. Just because it's on the 3rd floor of your 3-story apartment building doesn't make it the penthouse, guys. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
I really think it was just a silly scene to get them all in. I don't really think Nia thought that an expanding family of 6 should be in a 3-bedroom, 1,000-square-foot house in
I
Sherman
also
Oaks.
agree. But then why are you selling it to me? Why are you spending the first 2/3 of this scene
it's on the
selling
call
it?
sheet.
Right. So
Okay,
just
you guys,
like-
listen. There could be 2 things. I'm actually quite glad to know that Jasmine is in real estate. I didn't know what the hell she did. I don't know what many of these folks do off and on.
Same.
You know, she might have asked, like, I would love to show what I do. You know, like that's something. I've got a house we can do this at, or we can have a scene. I can show Dan, whatever. It might be a scene that she just pitched to give herself, you know, a little more backstory about her.
I mean, I love that. I would have liked to have seen a different house. I would have liked her to
Right.
like go to the agency and been like, "Hey, can I get one,
Yeah.
like an actual house that makes sense?"
Well,
these
So-
two
it
people
wasn't
to
in their
look at?
budget.
No, and that's the second reason is so that Danny probably agreed, sure, honey, we can look in the neighborhood too. Jasmine, what do you got? For what? Is the
But he
budget
said
still $1
they've been
million?
looking at this house.
Yeah.
Like they've both seen it. It's been on their radar. And he was finally like, "Okay, cool. Let's go look at this tiny house that he made comments on multiple times." It was just a
Right.
silly scene.
I
It was
think
a
it might have
weird
just
house
been
to go
him
look
proving
at.
a point that, Nia, I love you. We can't live in the city limits.
Yeah, I literally thought that this scene was just setting them up to be like, and this is why we bought a place
Exactly.
in
Yeah.
Valencia. Or where are they moving? Santa Clarita.
Santa Claritas.
Because this is what you can get for 1.1 million in the Santa Claritas.
Yeah.
There was just one thing said in this scene that it annoyed me, and we've talked about this before. It's not poor Jason. Jason chose Janet. Jason is not an innocent party. He is not some victim of marrying this
Nope.
Voldemort of the Valley.
Dude.
He's in on it. He loves her. He wants to be with her. So for anyone out there that's always like, "Oh, my girlfriend was awesome until she married this guy," or "My guy friend was awesome until he married this guy," like, well, then that says something about your friend just as much as it says about the crappy person they married. And I just need everyone to know this.
No, and I think that he's like in a spiral and doesn't realize it yet because like this has been filmed for so long. That is one thing. God, I am now just so obsessed with Love Island because I'm like, we're literally watching a show right now that was, I mean, it's probably 9-10 months ago that they shot this scene.
Yeah.
Like it's so much
Last
has
summer.
happened. Yeah. It's ridiculous that now to know that like it is possible to get things up so quickly. And I understand that it's a totally different game. You get 3 months. That's what you motherfuckers get. Okay? Okay?
Listen, I'm with you. I'm obsessed with the Love Island
Yeah.
format.
One other thing I just wanted to say about them calling her Voldemort. I didn't know, like I knew that it was in Harry Potter, but I didn't know like what is Voldemort's deal. Like I haven't seen those movies in so long that
I've
I
never
just
seen
like
them.
went and like, oh, they're quite
I hear
lovely.
they're quite lovely, yeah.
In a BBC interview, Rowling describes Voldemort as a self-hating bully, stating, "I think it's often the case that the biggest bullies take what they know to be their own defects as they see it, and they put them right on someone else, and then they try and destroy the other. And that's what Voldemort does." In the same year, Rowling became more precise about Voldemort. She began to link him to real-life tyrants, describing him as a raging psychopath devoid of normal human responses to the other people's suffering. Rowling said that she did not base Voldemort on any real person.
But if she had,
yeah, we'll go with that. And also, Jax quit the show. She said Voldemort's fear is ignominious death. What's ignominious, you ask? Then I looked that up because I didn't know what that was either. It means deserving public disgrace or shame. I kind of just thought it was just like a monstery guy they were just throwing out, but it is a pretty accurate
description of good old Janet.
horribly accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Voldemort. That's why I'm bummed on that thumbnail not seeing the light of day. But I think I'm just going to flash it across the screen.
You should. It deserves to see the light of day.
Yeah.
Just to add to your decision-making process, I don't know if you're aware of what J.K. Rowling's up to lately, but if you do put that in, be prepared for some comments.
Listen, I'm not a fan of J.K. Rowling. She wrote a great series of books that turned into really fantastic movies. But I don't give a flying shit about J.K. Rowling.
While the kids are talking about how they feel bad for Jason or whatever and how they can't even talk about Janet, which I agree with that. Janet.
Until Act 3.
Okay. Well, listen, just play along. And at the same time, Sheena, Michelle, or, whatever, TV, same time. Sheena and Michelle and
Delicious.
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I could put a straw in the bottle and just be a happy person. But Janet
Yeah.
comes over to Sheena's house and Michelle comes over as well. And they're all talking and hanging out. And they're just, I don't want to be so mean, but like you just seem like a bunch of losers sitting around talking about Nia and Danny like this. He didn't it's enough. And fuck, I can't with one more goddamn pearl clutch of like, if Daniel's gonna be drinking, I don't feel comfortable and around. I don't want to be around. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. It's like I just want a storyline of something that's actually happening. Like Mike always says, there's interesting things going on in all of your lives.
Yeah.
Janet, you and Jason, your first time parents. Like there's divorces going on that, we could be healthfully helping people get through. Michelle's mom is sick. She's going to lose her. Like, I don't want to hear about this anymore, Janet. I didn't want to hear about it as many times as I have. I'm burnt.
You might have to find a new show to watch. Also, who was the chick in the pool with Summer Moon?
The nanny or the swim
nanny?
instructor?
The what instructor?
A swim instructor?
The
or nanny?
swim instructor? Get your lazy ass in the pool and teach your kid how to swim. A swim instructor?
Well, we don't
You
know.
can't teach your own kid how to swim. Jax teaches his kid how to swim. Sheena can't. She's gonna get her
Listen,
makeup on
okay,
and
hold
get,
on, hold
get
on,
in
hold
the
on.
pool.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe Sheena
Can
doesn't
you
know how
maybe
to swim.
have another little sippy?
I'm working on it.
I'm savoring.
Why? Like, you're just saying it could be a swim instructor, right? Like, it could also just be a nanny,
That's
right?
No, I said nanny or swim instructor. I don't
Yeah.
know. For the record,
But you got so mad it sounded like you already knew that to be the answer.
Seemed like a swim instructor. It seemed like a goddamn swim instructor for your 3-year-old kid. Like you can't. That shit is crazy.
I had
a
a swim
instructor. You what?
I did.
You had a swim instructor at 3 years old.
Yeah, my mom threw me in the pool at 3 years old. My mom doesn't know how to swim, but she wanted me to learn how to swim. And I was on the swim team forever. my
Oh,
whole
don't
life.
you feel like a jerk? Her mom
No,
didn't
I
know how to
don't.
swim. Chug a lug, man.
Man,
What?
so Mark's here,
I
and
know.
let me just say he
Somebody
was not
asked for
invited.
this. I saved your comment, so be careful what you wish for.
And I said,
And
that
I'm not
Mark,
leaving this time, mother.
Do you remember in Almost Famous where they'd always ask, what's his name? Did you miss a test? When he would get like pissy and they'd
Oh,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
did you miss a test? Because his mom would always call and be like, he missed another test.
Yeah,
So
Mark,
that's
did
what
you
I'm
miss
going
a
to ask you.
test?
Did you miss a test? I think that Sheena looked like with that Valley Brat sweatshirt on, like, hint, hint, I live here now. But also that, even just like her hair, like in that slick back pony with like 2 pieces, like purposefully pulled for, like she just, listen, I don't mind Sheena. It really looked like she was really trying to audition really hard for something and look as young as she did when we first saw her on Vanderpump. And let me tell you one little joke that I came across today. Not Sheena getting on another show because some dude had an affair.
Ouch.
If it works, work it.
I'm sure Sheena is a sweet person. I am just not here for her in this iteration on this show. I need her to be a different version of herself or something, because it's just she's irking me a little bit.
This scene was to let everyone know that Janet got in. She won. She got her NFL team. Janet and Kristen are now going head to head. Janet fucking won. She didn't get the number one spot, but she got right next to the number one spot. She gets to fight the number one spot. Like, this was a scene that went back and forth from Kristen and her cronies to Janet and her cronies. So we are now setting up the two teams. Are you team Janet? Are you team Kristen? Of course, everyone's team Kristen.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, right? Because Janet's not. Michelle's not. So if you're team Michelle, you're probably going to rethink what's going on here. Nobody's fucking team Janet, right? But like, that's what was set up in this scene is next season, these two will be Jax is gone. Britney, good luck. Good luck to you, Britney. Michelle and Jasmine, good luck. Side characters. Britney, side character. They're all side characters in the battle of Kristen and Janet. Pick a team, and that's what next season's going to be.
Yeah, I've picked. When Sheena said the thing about Kristen will just step on whoever she has to get to the popular girl, listen, is that the popular?
I literally thought the same thing.
She's my most popular girl, but I have a feeling that this circle of dickheads finds her to be the nerd alert of the group. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with being a nerd alert, just in case anyone is asking. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. Everything that Sheena did in this, it was just like, God, let us enjoy finding out that Jax is not coming back. But now we have to contemplate that, like, you're being brought on as like, which I think that Janet thinks like, oh, this is great. Sheena's going to be brought on and be like my support system. But I just feel like Sheena has been out of the game for just long enough to like see this opportunity for what it is. And I feel like the second she's going to come on that way, but the second she can jump on over to Team Kristen, she's going to, and Janet's going to be left in the dust. Like, I think that Janet thinks this is a good thing that Sheena's coming. I think that this is a horrible thing for Janet long term. But I don't know. Like, oh, do you?
No, I agree with you. Like I said, this incarnation of Sheena is not doing it for me for this show. And maybe it's just because she is so deeply aligned with Janet, and it feels like behind the curtain, they're doing a lot of pot stirring, like how we talked about last week with them constantly bringing up behind the scenes Jenna.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. It seems very messy. And again, we always talk about the fact that we don't like how on the show there's this main storyline that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
It's super annoying.
Here's what's shitty about this is that from dealing with Jax, and then also just from like my blip in time where I was like, Jesse can die a horrible death too. Now I don't really care, but Jesse, now I'm back on I don't like Jesse, but I'm just like, oh, he's entertaining enough. It's fine.
Totally.
Jax to me is just like, I am so glad for him to be gone. But I have always been like, no, bring back Schwartz. Bring back Sheena and Brock, because I really liked Brock. Finding out, like, they're just replacing one motherfucker with another motherfucker. And, like, you know that Brock, not only did he cheat while she was pregnant, but he waited to tell her until after he got his green card. He waited for his green card.
That's what you do.
I know, but like this guy now, like, Janet, you got anything to say about that one, sister?
No, of course not.
Like, I think that's another thing that didn't happen to you, but happened to a friend of yours. No, nothing, Janet?
I haven't watched a ton of the after shows because honestly, by the time I get through the valley, I'm like, I don't really want any more.
It's
of
a
these
lot
people,
now. I know. I used to look forward to them, and now I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
just like I haven't done it. But this week I did, and I didn't even realize it. But it was only 18 minutes, and so I was like, oh, I think you guys are getting it too. You don't even want to see these fucking
just
people.
Like get in and out.
Yeah,
bitches.
they used to be like 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
But this one, I am so glad I did for one reaction shot that I saw. And it was when Jason was talking about, I don't even go anywhere. I go to the gym. That's it. Like they were talking about the ring and the cheating. And he's like, the only place I go to is the gym. And they cut to Brock, and Brock's like, because that's her.
Yeah.
Brock got caught. She's like, yeah, I only went to the gym too.
By the way, I love that scene, but for a slightly different reason. It's when they were talking about how Sheena has like 40 people's locations.
Yeah.
And they cut to Jason and Brock, and Jason goes, oh, Janet can't have my location because I'm on an Android, and I guess you can't do that on Androids.
Yeah.
And Brock goes, oh, so that's how I get out of this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that didn't age well.
No, I have to wonder because Brock has been so like gloaty in this entire which it's so weird that he's in all these after shows because he's not even in the show, so it's weird that he's there, but like I don't know, maybe they thought they needed him for I don't know.
Same with Lala.
I know, and same with Sheena. Like Sheena is now in it a little bit more, but before, like neither of them, nobody was really in it. They would show up at a party for 5 seconds and make fools of them. Well, not Lala. Honestly, I know that everybody hates her. I like her. I really like her. I wish that her and Schwartz would join the show and that Sheena and Brock would move on with their lives already. Oh my God, I love that. He was on her podcast.
Isn't that where the rumor got started that they hooked up?
On the podcast?
Around that time.
Yeah, like somebody started it and then he came on our podcast like a day or two later and they talked about it and
they said no.
Yeah, they said no.
Well, not that you wouldn't tell us.
I know. I don't want Brock and Sheena now. I just really don't. This whole thing has made me want to go back and watch the last season of Vanderpump because she would have just found out during that time and like how she was acting. Like now it makes so much more sense to me. Like
found out that she was pregnant or he had the
found
affair.
out that he had the affair.
Oh, that's right.
And Brock was like very like telling Tom Sandoval, you really fucked this up, you know, like really had all that. Do you remember Sheena was an absolute nervous wreck all season, saying that it was like anxiety from postpartum, like having like where she just thought like she couldn't stop thinking that horrible things were going to happen. Like that she was just
her kids. She wouldn't let anybody babysit except her mom and her. Yeah.
And then someone else pointed out that's why his Sheena's mom was always giving him like the death stare. And I just thought,
Also,
they must just like bump heads. But like
probably why she didn't want a nanny around.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just putting the diabetic in a
dude. I'm telling you, I'm like seriously. If I had any time at all, if after I binge all the rest of Love Island, so that we can start Beyond the Villa or whatever it's called, that's my next go to. If I ever can watch anything leisurely, I would love to go back and watch just like scenes with Brock and Sheena after that, and then for like Brock to remember he was doing all the handyman work.
Yes,
and I swear to God, I am so curious how long that they have been planning on releasing this information. Like, how long has Brock known she wants to say this story? Because I obviously know she's been writing a book for a while, but like you could make that a last minute insert because you think Jax is on a tipping point. I think that he might leave. A way to get us in is to offer up something really fucking juicy that like you guys can shoot for the entire year. We can talk about it ad nauseum, you know?
Oh, listen, she might have wanted to share it for a multitude of reasons, but I think a few of those on the list were it's good for business.
Yeah. No, I think
it'll
so
sell
too.
books. Hopefully it'll get us on the Valley.
Yeah. Because there's just if you didn't tell anybody when you actually could and when you were on a show already, like you already made the mistake in your mind, which I think like that's your business. Like if you feel like it's going to help you to talk about it to people, then like go for it. This is like you are the victim of this. You play ball however you want. I'm in. But
it wouldn't have saved Vanderpump either. It's not like her announcing that would have gotten this show in another season.
That is something I don't know. Like that's a big story, especially right after as Scandival is happening. Like if she would have just waited and said it in the latter part of the season, I think that would have, because they weren't planning on not doing the show. Like they had already filmed a little bit, and I think they ended up scrapping 11? It. Yeah, they'd filmed like a few weeks, I think. Because I remember I was thinking like, I bet you they're filming right now because they're gonna give them a proper send off. Remember I said like randomly so long ago, like I was like, why they're not just gonna like this show's been going on for too long for them to just tell us like, oh, it's not happening anymore. I bet they're filming to at least do just like a couple weeks of, you know, wrap up the show. That clearly wasn't what it was because we never saw that. So I think that they went to start shooting and they were just like, this isn't going to work. And I think that if they would have had that storyline, they would have kept going.
Maybe.
I mean, who can tell? This is all speculation. All I know is that Brock is a completely different person to me now. I
Same.
really, really liked him. I
Same.
really fucking liked him.
I
I
could not
wanted
be on
him
this.
to come on the Valley, and I thought these were the people you were looking for from the jump. Married couples that we already know, moving to the Valley, having kids. They're still married together. And
Building a life.
Yeah. And it's just, I hate this guy now. I just hate him. What a sleaze.
Which means he'll be perfect for the villain.
No, I know.
This is the show with the
Has he
12
made a
12 villains and 2 nice people. Remember?
Yeah, but
It's a new thing they're trying now.
Has he made a comment like saying, yes, like, and I'm so sorry for this is true. I'm so sorry for my actions.
I haven't even looked.
Got it.
I haven't looked, but
Just
I can't imagine him doing this whole season with his chest so out and
Yeah.
acting like everyone's an idiot and these guys, I don't know what their problem is. Like,
These
oh, it's a big
schnooks.
mess over. Yeah, I have to believe that this was a last minute decision to put this in because it just doesn't make any sense. Or
To put it in her book?
yeah,
Yeah.
I really do think that.
Well, on the brighter side, there are couples like Luke and Kristen.
Yeah,
And they were having a lovely dinner at their house.
yeah,
And it's, when I also had time to watch things at a leisurely clip,
yeah.
I would always go back and rewatch all of the Housewives, and I would start S1, E1, and I would get up to wherever we are in present day. And there were so many times I remember seeing the women go through really big life stuff. And anytime they were going through, like I remember with Bethany Frankel when she was first on, and she so badly like wanted her business to pop off, wanted to meet someone, wanted to have a child. And I always remember wanting to jump through the screen and just say, hi, you don't know me. I'm Courtney. I'm from the future. And I'm telling you, you're going to get everything you want. But the guy thing's going to be a little touch and go, but like, you're going to be okay with it.
Yeah.
But the daughter and the money, like you get it all. And when I'm watching Kristen, because I do feel like she's handling it so well, I think that's got to be really heartbreaking to go through. And she's going through it like publicly, and they just got engaged. And Luke does seem like a really great guy, and he really loves her. And I know she wants to quote unquote like give him a child. She also wants to give herself a kid, you know, and she's handling it really well. And I just wanted to reach through the screen and be like, don't worry, have fun fucking till his dick falls off, because you are going to get your kid.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah, exactly. Those buoys come through for you, as Shannon Fall said. We'll get to that in the commenters, what you called Luke's stuff, his buoys. But anyway, so that was the beginning of the scene where they were just kind of talking about their fertility stuff. And then Jax comes over, literally the most pathetic, like, can't even hand them the orchid. Hey, congratulations on the house, whatever. He just sits it down. I stopped at Trader Joe's on my way here, picked this orchid up.
Did he, or did Tom Schwartz bring that by this morning just because he was coming by to say hi? Because Schwartz never shows up without one.
Totally.
I swear to God, that's the only reason he brought a plant, is because he's like, Schwartz always says this and people love it.
Schwartz brought me a white orchid. I guess that's what the people are doing.
No, Schwartz knew he was going to their house, and Schwartz got up early,
Schwartz went to
got
the
a plant,
shower.
came back, and was like, take this. And Jax was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, totally. I should. You're right.
He walked in not even knowing how to like hold it. He's like, if this is the orchid, he's like, here you go.
Yeah.
What's also funny is dogs. Dogs are funny. Because like German Shepherd, like that's a dog that's supposed to like barf, 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 be protective.
How so?
Barf, barf, barf. Like, but like I love it when dogs are like, they get all barky, and then you just walk in, and they don't really do anything.
They roll over, scratch my belly.
Not even roll over, like that's but like they just keep barking as you walk past, and they're like bark me, like, okay, cool, thanks, bro. And you go past them, but they're still barking. Like, what's going on in a dog's head? It's like, can you hear me? Like this, I'm supposed to be you're not supposed to pass when I go bark. You're supposed to be scared.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Okay, well, you might be the only one.
No,
Okay.
Cats think it's funny too.
So the only other interesting part of this scene to me, and it's never going to happen, is just seeing how, again, like Luke seems like a super thoughtful dude, because he was giving Jax really good advice as to maybe get into not the good graces of Britney, but better graces. I mean, you're in the dumpster now.
Yeah.
It can't get any worse for you. So he was just saying, maybe offer to put a camera in the room that she can tap into at any time, and maybe that might make her feel safe. He's like, yeah, that's a really good idea. Luke, that idea, Brittany just found out you said that. Like, he never said that, he never offered that up on a silver platter.
Yeah.
He's never going to. He's just a shitbox. And this whole scene was a waste of time to have him even come over and have them talk to him. And it's just one more reason why, Bravo, we are so happy you fired him.
I know.
Some other good advice that Luke could have
yes,
given
please.
him. Take a page out of your book. What should have happened
Oh, yeah, I love this
is
game.
don't do drugs or drink, and then you'll get to hang out with your kid.
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
If you want your kid, like he's like, oh, not
Clearly
having my
joking.
kid is so tough. Yeah, so is flipping over a coffee table. Those things are
While he's
heavy.
there-
Like, that's a hard thing to do. You managed that. So I think you'll be fine without your kid, Jax. It'll be tough, but you'll be fine.
You know, when I think about that, and I hope that people don't take this the wrong way, but like for me, that to this day is the least of his offenses. Like thinking about Jack,
I'm just saying
like
the coffee table is heavy. So
No,
that's
I
also
understand.
tough, and he
Yeah.
did it.
I
So
understand.
he'll be fine without his kid.
I was just thinking about it because just somebody had brought that up, the table flipping thing, and I was just thinking about like when I think of Jax, all I think about is like how we can't move forward with you because literally every word out of your mouth isn't just a lie, but it's like everyone knows. Like there's not a person in the room that is like is still not hip to what's going
Yeah.
on here. So like you've just put everyone in a weird position where like you have no one left on this earth to film with that could have like a natural conversation with you
Yeah.
without being like like okay, you know, just like half looking at their oh totally yeah.
People are
Yeah, yeah.
second. People are second screening Jax.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Handy
buddy.
And his therapist is second screening
Yeah.
him at this point. Yeah, I have this note for later on, but just because Mike brought it up, it's
Yeah.
like there is we all know that he is the ultimate self-victimizer, right?
Yeah.
And he cannot take responsibility for the fact that this is such simple math, bro. Choice, consequence.
Yeah.
You put all of your needs, your addiction stuff, your narcissism. Brittany says it at the end of the episode. You could have been on your bipolar meds for years now.
Yeah.
And you decided not to. So this is on you, bro. And like
Yeah.
we can break it all down when we get there at the end of the scene. I just think that, or at the end of the show, rather. I just
Yeah.
think it's just such simple math that he will never get.
No. How do you think though it would be like every day that he comes in? Imagine being Britney, but Britney's also a different kind of person. So Britney's very much just like I think that Britney like really enjoys all of her friends and really enjoys like planning parties and really enjoys like getting like her brand deals and doing her cameos and her or what is that what that's called when you pay the just doing those little things. I think that she has not relied on Jax for much of anything probably since they were married.
Yeah.
She's I think she handles everything with her son.
And the bills at the
all the
yeah.
bills, all the household stuff, like everything. And I think that she has really just been able to just sort of like Jax just isn't like he exists in like a comfort way for her. Like, no, I'm married. I've got that wrapped up and
Yes.
I've like, that's fine. But I think she like, I couldn't do that. Like I couldn't go day by day and just be like, I live with a person who literally walks in and just tells me that he went to the mailbox and he didn't go to the mailbox.
Yeah.
Like he just went to sit in his car. Like, I don't even know why he told me anything. Like just every word coming out of this dude's mouth is like, means nothing. And I just think about what that would have been like for your average person, not Britney, but for Britney, it just made me think about how people are so different. Like how
Totally.
like she just is, everyone loves her. Everyone raves about her. Kristen says that she has gotten her every gift under the sun. She's like, baby gifts just keep showing up. She's like, you think you're going to get like a pair of little starter Nikes? I got them for when he's an infant, for when he's 1, for when he's 2. Like she's just bought every pair for every year of his life. Bought a bassinet, just like baby crate, like just things. She just picks things up. Things will show up at their house. Oh, Brittany sent more gifts. Like
This is why I did say last week that like I'm giving her,
yeah,
a long leash with this stuff because I do think she's in the worst season of her life.
Yeah.
And I have a lot to say about this last scene.
yeah,
And I know that I'm definitely the like more hopeful, optimistic one in this group as far as like giving people a pass on for things. But I I do think because the next scene, it's that James May photo shoot, and you see her in this moment of like not wanting to get into the Janet,
Yeah.
Kristen stuff. And I think like whether she was in the worst season of her life or not, this is where her Achilles heel is.
Yeah.
And I keep bringing this up. And Britney, I mean this, girl, you have to learn this lesson. It is not, oh, well, they're nice to me. That is such a slippery slope to live on.
Yeah.
You have to look at how they treat everyone, because I've been saying it every week of the show. It's just a matter of time before Janet is going to turn on you. Trust.
Yeah.
Her and Kristen were so close. They were friends. And this was before the show was up. Like, I do believe they actually had a friendship. Now, do I think their friendship was rooted in talking smack about people? Yes. Do I think their friendship was rooted in maybe being messy? 100%.
Yeah.
Britney might not be that friend to Janet, but Janet is still going to flip on her. And I think if they're both still on next season, I think we will see Britney. You got to make a choice.
No, I think so too, because if Sheena comes, then like, I just think the Sheena play is such a wild card with like, because Sheena is as messy. Okay, let me say this. I haven't put my whole thing together for this, so I'm skipping it tonight. But I think that Janet is like a Sheena in training. I think that Janet has learned every move she's made from Sheena. Now, Sheena does it differently. Sheena's smoother at it. Sheena's more like stupidly likable, you know? Like Janet will say things that you're like, oh no, you do have a brain. You're just horrible. You know, Sheena would do things and you're like, just.
Don't you think what Janet's like pulling from is a mix between Kristen and Sheena?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I just think that Sheena is, if she gets in there next year, I think that will divide Britney and Janet, because Janet will have her Sheena and maybe Michelle, and then Britney will be more like, okay, I'm not loving it over here. Everyone knows Sheena. Everyone has a long history with Sheena. Sheena starts some dumb shit sometimes, and Britney's going to be like, oh my God, another person that I have to like, you guys, this is my show. Does anyone remember this is supposed to be my show? And I just think when you're pulling from someone who got out of the game and felt for those 2 years, 4 years, whatever it's been now, that like, oh, I have not, like, she was on a show for 10 years and then not. And I think that she's
started the first
she was
scene
the
of the
reason
show.
for the season. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to, if she's going to come on, I think that will be the day that Britney, that will build to something that Britney's like, okay, I'm going back over here now.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to have, it's got to happen.
Yeah.
It's got to happen, because Janet can't sit still. She can't not cause a problem where a problem doesn't need to be started.
Yeah.
All right. So after this, we see Jesse go over to Jax's condo, apartment, whatever he's living in now. They have this conversation up on the deck. Jax can't believe Britney's moving on so quickly. Jesse says to me, the wildest thing he said all season, which is, you need to be over Britney like how I got over Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
As Natalie says, what? Right, because you've let it all go.
Yeah.
Like, you could not care less. He is so not over her. It's wild. The fact that he's sitting here trying to piss on our legs and convince us it's raining is pretty rich. But at any rate, they're having this whole conversation, and yes, it's all Jack saying like, she won't let me see my kid and all this nonsense. No. You don't get to see your kid because of your actions, Jax. It's pretty fucking simple, and everyone knows it, and no one's just telling you the truth. So we're here to do that for you. What was interesting is because they were flipping back and forth to when Michelle was still, I think, at Sheena's house. Mm-hmm. Jesse was saying like, oh, all of our marital assets are frozen. He's acting like he's like Jeff Bezos.
I know. I don't think you have any real assets.
Right, like you don't even own your own home, you lease your car. Like there aren't that. What I think he was alluding to but didn't want to say is that he apparently, according to Michelle, took out a loan for $300,000.
Dude, what bank is this at? I'm gonna bop on over there and get my $300,000 loan. For what? Well, he doesn't even own a house. So it's like one thing when you have a house, you like pull equity out of it, or like be like, oh, I want to get right. But like, how do you even apply for a $300,000 loan without being a property owner?
You could say maybe he did it as like a business loan.
It's
and
a
used
big loan.
Off of what business?
off of their, because they did have their real estate business. Like he didn't just do it. He probably did it like 2 years ago.
Jesse pulled out a $300,000 loan. How
Yeah.
did you? Where'd you hear that?
Michelle.
When did
On
she
the
say
show
that?
that we watched. Oh, well, they said it when Jesse was with Jax and they were talking about their divorces and comparing notes of like what phase they were in.
And as I just mentioned, we then flash back to Michelle still at Sheena's house saying he took out a $300K loan. And because we were married when he did it, now that we're getting divorced, I'm on the hook to pay $150,000 or, plus interest. I'm
Yeah.
on the hook to pay back that loan. And I refused to do it because he did it and had it deposited into a bank account that was just his. So I
Yeah.
haven't benefited from this.
Yeah.
And so that's fine, dude. You can get a loan for $300K, but then you got to repay it. And so I don't think this is what Jesse does. He's really good at that spin where it's like our marital assets are frozen and that's what's holding up the divorce. And it's like, because you took out a loan for $300,000 and you want her to help you repay it and she didn't spend any of that money. So
Yeah.
I thought he said that she filed the paperwork incorrectly. Then
That's another thing. that
yeah,
happened.
he was also saying that. And then he said the reason it's all jammed up is because their marital or like when you start your divorce process, your marital assets are frozen. And what she said in her scene was the reason shit is held up is because I don't want to pay back his $300,000 loan.
I was just gonna say maybe the form she didn't fill out was her, like what you got to say, like all the things, like you have all your assets, all your debts and whatever. And maybe she didn't list that as her debt. I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I know that's what you got to do when you're filling out those forms. But how funny his face did look like when he said like, well, it turns out she didn't fill out the forms right. And Jack's like, what does that mean? And he goes, we might have to start all over.
No, my favorite two parts of that scene were Jack's being so sad that Britney's moving on. Meanwhile, we've seen Jax's big titted friend that he's moved on with. So you moved on too.
Yeah.
And then the Jax was literally going like this when Jesse was talking about the frozen assets. And he was like, yeah, well, because our assets are frozen. While Jax was like, damn, is it time for some more Botox?
His filler
Frozen
is
what? What did you say about frozen asset? He's like, oh, they had to freeze our asset. And Jax is like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like that realization that he might not be able to get injected.
His filler is awful. It is so bad.
No, I know. Ugh.
Speaking of filler, we are now transported over to the, thanks, boo. We are now transported over to Nia's mommy makeover consultation. And there's a few comments that we're going to read in Love Island that touch on this. So I'm not going to say everything I want to say. First of all, I'm with Danny. Nia looks gorgeous. Like when she had to open her stuff, I was like, girl, you look so beautiful. But I also get it. It's not where she wants it to be. She doesn't feel comfortable with it. She's acutely aware of the fact that like she is not getting those ab muscles back. And I think shake them if you got them. I believe in plastic surgery. Mm-hmm. I'm sure one day I will have plastic surgery. I really felt for her. And I just want to say to any doctors that are out there, specifically of the plastic surgical variety, when he said, and then there's the extreme cases, it's like, you're acting like she got like mauled by a bear on a camping trip and we don't know if we're going to be able to reconstruct her face. It's like, just say, obviously you've breastfed 3 children. So maybe the better option for you to get you the desired look is, X, Y, and Z. Don't say it's the extreme version. This is why women have one of the many reasons why women, and now I think a lot of men, have messed up like body dysmorphia things, because you're sitting there saying to a woman who is, Danny, you're right, like she's superwoman for what she's been able to do. She has created life. She has breastfed. She has gotten through postpartum depression. She wants to do it again. And you're just saying because maybe her nipple isn't in the perkiest place that she's like this extreme physical, what's the word? Like you're so not botched. What's the word?
Deformed?
Deformed. Thank you. My brain fog. Thanks you. You're so physically disformed that, if we're lucky, your nipples will be upright and pointing in the same direction. Like it ain't that deep, bro. Just say you've breastfed 3 kids. It would be better if you just You'll get the more desired result if you do this.
Yeah.
It really irritated me.
Also, after you examine, I thought he was very respectful and like, oh, can I open? Can I touch? Like her husband's there. Like it's like whatever. I'm just saying it was all respectful. Once you're done, close her thing. She's going to do the whole scene with the camera guy there with her it open, just like while you tell her what a horribly old wench she is. Yeah.
You agreed that it's just like
no, all of it. The other day there's somebody that was talking about how a lot of times when you see somebody go in to see their doctor, it's not actually their doctor. It's oftentimes or attorneys as well. It's oftentimes just attorneys or doctors that production knows like we can film there. They're just. I'm sure that sometimes a doctor will make an exception and want to be on camera, but a lot of them are like, you can't come in this office and film here and whatever. So she ain't going to that doctor when she's getting this done. I would bet anything that that's not the doctor she's going to be using. That's a guy that is open for biz for filming.
Do you know what this reminded me of? Do you remember the episode of Sex and the City where Samantha decides she wants breast implants?
Yeah.
And obviously everyone knows that this real life human being has a banging bod, right? When she goes to the plastic surgeon, they're like, oh, well, while you're here, do you want to know what else like I would do for you? And then funnily enough, I actually think it's in the same episode that we were referencing last week about like all the circus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts drawing on like how she should get liposuction on her thighs and do all this stuff on her face. And then she turns towards the mirror and you see all of the stuff that he says she should get done. And it's just like, I feel like we need to all just slow our roll a little bit.
Hey man, times are tough. Rents are sky high.
Somebody's got to pay that guy's mortgage.
Yeah. Like watching that scene, and we all know that Danny loves her so much and they have like the greatest
Genuinely.
relationship like out of anyone on this show. Like, and maybe Luke and Kristen will, but like time will tell. Like these two have been around the merry-go-round. And so like, let's wait and see how Kristen and Luke do. High hopes.
The highest.
Yeah. He loves her so much. And she is so beautiful.
Oh my
God.
God.
She really is so like, that is like, I feel like that's gotta be every man's dream to be like, this is my wife who has borne me 4 children. And like, she's still, I get it. She's not, doesn't look like she, how she beauty queened it a decade ago, but like, who does look like they did?
3 children.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. Every time she comes on the screen, I'm just like, Snow White?
Yeah.
So nice to see you, or whatever Disney princess. She is so beautiful.
If anyone is still convinced that this bitch isn't real enough for you and she's not showing you her real life, she's not being authentic, like she just let us in her doctor's office to go over and her biggest insecurities. And I know that she's not faking those insecurities because she's been talking about them forever. She's been hinting at them. She's getting more and more
also
open
the way
to
she's been
be
dressing
talking
all
about
season. She's not wearing form-fitted stuff, which I totally understand.
Totally. And she just let America see her with a couple blur outs over basically just her nipple, and you saw everything else and she showed it to you. And I'm so done with hearing any bullshit about
I'm with you.
Nia's not bringing it. That bitch brings it. And
Do
I
people
told you,
say that?
Yeah.
she's a real bitch in town.
I love her. I love her.
Yeah.
Now we get to a scene that's quite frankly a real bummer. It's Janet and Jason getting the lamest tattoos ever.
But also the greatest scene where I was sitting there going, anyway, are you guys seeing, like, nobody's in the room, the cats are in the room with me, but I'm like, they're doing all this right in front of us. Like, only tough guys get a tattoo. Acting as if, like, this isn't, Janet's like, isn't the greatest day of her life, that she has gotten her husband who's like, I do think she believes this guy is going to bail any second.
Yeah.
Like, when she had that moment at the end where she talks about, like, I believe that. And I think that she's dying. She really wanted him to get that
The
ring
line
tattooed.
drawn on his finger.
Wrinkle, the thing that he can go out and be like, oh, it's a wrinkle. And
Well,
and hers
he got a dark one. She got one that was the same.
That was white.
It basically was white. It was like the same color. In the after show, he says that hers is already faded off.
yeah, because it was invisible ink.
You know what it
Or
reminded
like
me
whatever disappearing ink that
My-
you fucking do a fake sign a contract in a comedy movie.
I have a girlfriend that has several tattoos that's all in like light pastel colors, and
Yeah.
they are the dopest tattoos. I've like if I ever got one, I won't. But if I did, like those would
No,
be
they
it.
look really pretty.
Yeah.
They do.
Here's the other thing though. If I ever got one, I wouldn't. But if I did, you don't have any tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. If I said to you, if I had a couple of tattoos and I knew that at your young age, you had yet to get a tattoo, but I was like, she's never gotten one, but I've always wanted her to have one. And now we're here. Like,
Yeah.
easy fucking psycho. That's a grown ass man. There's a reason he doesn't have any tattoos. There weren't any fucking tattoos. And now you've just tattooed this dude. So when he does leave your dumb ass, he's going to be extra fucking pissed that you've branded him with this thing that he never wanted to put on his body.
Okay. No, she sucks. But
And that's how mad I am.
It reminded me of that Friends episode when Phoebe and Rachel go to get tattoos and Rachel gets too scared and they literally just prick her with the tattoo pen.
yeah.
And when Jason showed his tattoo, I'm like, where is it?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? This is so, you guys are so ridiculous.
It's super ridiculous. Ariana's brother, I forget his name.
Ariana Maddox's brother.
There's an Instagram post about this story, this ring thing. Ariana's brother commented on it. Haha, it's true. I was there.
Wait,
or like
what?
I saw it.
What? What?
Him taking off a ring to go talk to a girl.
Oh, right.
He says he knows it's true. Ariana's little brother.
I'm totally speaking out of my ass, which is going to be so ironic about what I'm about to say. Why do I feel like Ariana's brother is a shit stirrer?
Well, I think he's trying to get on the show.
I
But,
feel like
like,
he's
isn't
never
he-
really been that featured on it. Like we've seen him, especially when Sandoval did all of his stuff, you know, with the affair. But he's never really been a main, not even like a main friend of.
Well, wasn't he on Vanderpump?
He was, but he's never been like a really heavy hitter character on the show. Like we know him, but I don't know enough to say that he's
Yeah.
a shit stirrer.
Well, he was
I just feel
listed
like
as
the
one
only
of.
times I have heard this dude is something like the where
Maybe.
his brother said, what? Who?
Like there was a list of people that were like reported to as there have had meetings about being on the Valley next year, and he was one of them. Tom Sandoval was one of them. Tom Schwartz.
Immediately no.
Yeah.
We just took one bag of trash out. Let's not bring another
I know.
one.
If
Even
you
though,
bring
maybe
on-
he's not trash, but
Listen, bring on Schwartz and let Schwartz find a buddy. Schwartz
Yeah.
has got to have a buddy from a different circle.
I just wanted to say about this scene when they're sitting there talking about like how hard this has all been. And I really think production does not like Janet because she wasn't just talking about the text the comments. They were posting examples of what she was talking about, which is like way harsh, Ty, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty normal. If someone's talking about comments, they will reference the comments.
I just thought they were putting up a lot. Like there were a lot. It just registered as a lot to me. But
Sorry,
there's
Janet.
But there's a lot because of your actions.
You're a lot.
Right. And so I just
Because your needs have not been met, and they never will be.
Mark is officially here. I just saw this.
Thanks for the wine, Barry.
I know. I thought it was supposed to make you happy, Camper.
I'm thrilled.
I'm an angry junk.
Yeah. Oh, great. But my point is, I felt a little bit like she was trying to manipulate it. Not a little bit. I felt like a lot that she's sitting here trying to manipulate us, where she's saying, this has been really hard. And I've always felt like I don't deserve you and our son and this life that we have. And she's saying all of this stuff, being, you know, just woe is me.
Yeah.
And it's like, Janet, if you don't dish it out, if you can't take it, you can't call someone a sexual offender and not think that people are going to feel strongly about this. You have weaponized someone else's experience and they haven't called him that. So for you to step in and say, well, you're sexually, what was it? Sexual assault.
And then said molested.
Yes. And then bring up another example of this where you weren't there. You didn't see it with your own eyes. And you said the two people that told it to you were your husband and your best friend, Britney. And both of them had said it didn't happen.
They said they
So
never
then-
heard it themselves.
Right. So the math is mathing, girl. You can't come for people like that and expect us to be watching this and not think that you are just trying to be hurtful to someone.
Yeah.
If you want to be treated with kid gloves, then maybe say, I just think what he did with Michelle and Jasmine wasn't cool. And for whatever reason, I can't get over it. And maybe it's because of something in my past, but like, that's how you say it. You can't just keep gunning for them with these huge labels
Yeah.
and then not expect people to label you a Karen.
When she says Kristen has read these things in comments and is using them, it's like, Kristen, do you think Kristen needs the comment section to bring it to your doorstep? No, bitch. Like,
Kristen started the
Yeah.
comment section,
Yeah.
Janet. That's what you're failing to remember. She doesn't need it. She is it.
yes.
She's not in the flow. She is the flow.
And she just acts like she didn't do any of this stuff. Like, she can't believe this is happening. I can't believe.
You guys are missing the only thing she said in this whole scene that makes
is?
any sense. Like we got 2 little snippets this episode that told us everything that we ever need to know about these people on this show, about the lazy producers on this show. And it's Janet saying, I want it to be us against the world.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that happened. I want it to be us against the world. Oh, okay. Got it. Everything makes sense now. Every fucking thing that your crazy ass does makes sense now. You're not crazy. You're not I mean, maybe you are, but like, you just think that this love story of you and your hubby against the world that's what you've chosen. That's what you're producing.
Yeah.
That's your thing. That's why you shit on everyone. That's why you keep bringing stupid stuff up, because 2, 3, 4 seasons of this, and it's you and your hubby against the world, and look at us persevere against the world.
That's not going to work.
Dude, Nick
It
Viall
doesn't matter
totally
if it
nailed
works.
this. He straight
It's-
up asked her, Janet, I feel like you know too much about this stuff. Are you here to be the villain? Because you figured out that villains get a lot of screen time and villains get an arc. And everyone loves a comeback story. Like, and everyone loves to see a villain turn it around. But like, you really can bogart a story.
But
Like,
I don't think she wants to be the villain.
I don't either.
I think
then why would she say-
I thought that until she said that sentence. And now what she wants to be is Romeo and Juliet. She just wants to be the couple that everyone's against, but they're going to
no.
be together against all odds.
Okay,
Like
well,
she literally said it.
If she
said
wants-
it.
if
And
she-
then we went to Kristen's apartment and she told us everything she's about with her poster that she probably printed off Etsy a week ago.
listen, if she wants it to be them against the world, it's not a Romeo and Juliet story. It's that she's realizing that like, even the people that still like her, like Michelle doesn't have a problem with her, Britney doesn't have a problem with her, but she knows that Michelle's like, I think so disposable. I think that Janet doesn't see that Michelle has any
also
real.
can't be on Team Kristen. There's no way.
No,
She
no,
outed
I
her.
understand, but Janet is looking at Michelle like, who gives a shit about Michelle? This doesn't mean anything. Like, she doesn't mean anything to this story. She doesn't mean anything to me. Like, she doesn't see her as like a worthy, like, she doesn't even count her as a person on her team.
Yeah.
If she's saying the thing about, I want it to be us against the world, it is not a Romeo and Juliet story that she wants. She's seeing that everyone is onto her and no one is finding that her juice is worth the squeeze any longer.
Yeah.
And so now she just wants Jason, like, she just wants Jason to be on her team, and that is as long as she has Jason, because Jason, everyone does like Jason. Everyone like I mean, Jason's really losing his luster as well. In the after show, he starts going on about how like, this is so crazy, you know, all these things that are popping up, like saying that like, oh, Janet doesn't deserve me, and like, I'm way out of Janet. It was just funny because he was listing all of them. Like, it seems like you're enjoying this a little bit.
Bro, so do you remember when I think it was either Pat or Joe Schmo? Maybe it was Joe and Greco. It was one of you 3. That was when I said during the some backyard barbecue, and Britney's gathered everybody to say something about, I think Jax was going to rehab, but she gathered all the girls and Zach and I think the dude that he was with, like one of the other gay dudes. All the dudes were there. None of them got invited to this little speech. And I said, the amount of shitting grins that she had on her face, and I think one of them were like, oh my God, it's so funny, so true. Same scene here. Same scene in the after show with Jason listing all those things with the grin like people really like me.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think like there was so much like, bro, tone it
I
down. This
know, I
is
know.
so obvious that
Yeah.
you are like eating this
You
shit
are.
up right now. You
I
love
know,
it.
but like
It's
also
insane.
you like
These people are
enjoy it.
insane.
Him enjoying, like, you could have enjoyed this 6 months ago. Jason, everyone hates you too now. Like, you're no longer the prize that like we thought. We really thought like,
Yeah.
wow, it's so great that Janet has this guy and he's super
So
pragmatic.
refreshing.
So refreshing, like such a good guy. Like, none of those thoughts are with us anymore. I don't even believe any longer that she's doing this to him. He's an equal part,
100%.
accomplice
I
in
said
it.
that from jump.
And so did, I think, Joanne. It was like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
This kind of person doesn't just get this really nice guy and like,
Yeah.
they're in cahoots.
They are in cahoots, which is such a great word, cahoots.
Yeah.
I did want to say this. Janet, amongst many other annoying things that she has done this season, she has this quality that drives me up a wall. It's when someone tries to play smart and stupid at the same time
Yeah.
and doesn't think that we're catching
Oh
on.
my God, she's the worst at it.
You can't sit here in an interview and be like, I know exactly where my husband is, because when he goes on a trip, I put an air tag in his suitcase and I have his location, or I know she didn't say that, but whatever, just go with me. Because she made such a big stink about saying that she knows where her husband is at all times and she's tracking him and all this nonsense. And now all of a sudden, bless you, she suddenly is like, no, I don't know where he is. He goes with the wind. You know, if he's at work or at the gym or out with the guys, I just trust him because he is an honest man. Of course I don't have
He's
a
not a
tracker on
cheater.
him.
Well, no one is until they are.
That's true.
And I foresee him finding himself in a sticky situation sometime soon because his ego, what is it? Your ego's right and checks your butt can't cash.
Body can't cash or whatever. It's so frustrating that it's like, no, we remember just a few episodes you said that you track this MFer everywhere.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting here telling us that like you're just the easiest, breeziest gal on the block and wherever he wants to go, he could go, she even said like he could go to strip clubs, he can go on business trips. I don't care. And it's like, right, Janet, I don't give a shit what you think. If you are someone that wants a tracker up his anus, or if you want him to just be able to be free as a fucking bird. But you've now told us two conflicting things. And this is why I don't trust you. And this is why I think everything you're doing is produced by you. And you're just trying to get us to buy into some storyline that we're smarter than that.
Yeah.
We don't believe you.
She does that too with when she accuses Kristen of things. Like when she says the thing about, oh, I'm sure when it benefits her, she'll call me back. That's what you do, Janet. Mm-hmm. Janet's Kristen's in the comments section and using it all against me. That's what you do. Like these are everything that she says. There's one more thing that was like a big one too.
Well,
I just can't remember it.
We talked about it. Where now Janet is mad at Kristen, but she's doing the same thing. She just heard that this thing happened with Danny at some event where there were a bunch of fans. She doesn't have firsthand information, and that's what Kristen did with the wedding ring thing. So it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't play smart and stupid at the same time.
It's true.
You can't say you trust him and you don't track anything and then you track everything. You have a fucking journal of every bowel movement he's made.
Yeah.
And every bowel movement you've made in a famous person's house. Like, what is it? Just be yourself. If you were just yourself, this would all be a lot more enjoyable and we could actually form some kind of relationship with you, one-way relationship.
And this entire ring thing, like we're not even really touching on how like, or maybe we did and I'm just enjoying this wine. I am like that scene. This is a real, the lady doth protest too much. Like you don't hear anybody in their right mind does not hear a rumor that is total dog shit about themselves. And then not just like go out of the way to do something to combat it. A tattoo? You've never had one, and this is going to be your
She
first
has one. Oh, him, you're saying.
Like this is going to be your first one, and you're going to do it because Kristen like just threw some shit at you that's like not even true and totally was just because she was pissed that I did this, totally told you that. There is something to this ring story. You do not go get fucking ink forever permanented. That's probably not a word, but you get it. We could have all just let this go. Ariana's brother, who knows what he knows? We could have shoved that off too. But all of this is just telling me that mother did something at a certain point. Maybe you were pregnant too at the time. Maybe it's a Sheena Shea story.
You'll tell us all about it when you write your book.
Yeah, there's just like you nobody does this.
He was too worried when the news of something broke.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't figure out what it was, and he was and then when it was that, he was so relieved.
Yeah,
that's what he was even like. Oh, I can't believe. So this is what I'm so relieved. This is what it was. Yeah, because it wasn't the other thing. Like,
yeah,
right. Yeah,
there's for sure something going on with these two dumb assholes.
I'm still sticking to my original. It's probably that Jason, Sheena, and Janet probably had a threesome.
No, I think it's more than
they
that.
Would care. I don't think that would be a thing. I think he'd cheat. I think he's a no ring cheater.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
No. How about this? I'm not saying that he cheated. I'm just saying if it came out, I wouldn't be surprised. Or like, there's something.
Listen, everybody on this show sucks. So
yeah. Okay. The next scene to me was a nothing burger, and I really don't have anything to say about it. It's when whatchamacallit Nia goes to Kristen's house.
And they revealed the whole secret of the entire show on her wall.
What?
You guys missed all the integral scenes this episode.
Okay.
Listen, it's, I have senioritis, I think. I'm not like doing a lot of notes anymore.
Kristen has a poster on her wall that says, "Do it for the plot."
Yeah.
She's not an actor or a writer or anything.
I think she tried to be an actor, maybe.
Yeah.
These people are fake as.
Kristen was talking about her fertility journey, and Nia was talking about her mommy makeover stuff. I think it's great that she shared it with Kristen. I'm surprised it didn't happen a while ago. Blah, blah, blah. To me, there's nothing here that needs to be.
Nothing other than the revealing of the D-list that these people are.
Not Nia. Get off Nia's jock. Like, stop pounding on her. Like, she does not deserve your wrath. She really doesn't. What has she ever done to make you so upset with her?
Mark.
Just as she's a part of this? Just as she took a job and is trying to like enjoy a life? Do you want to move to Santa Clarita?
Yes, I've been saying that for 16 years.
You've been saying you want to move to Santa Clarita?
Ladies are like, but I'd rather live in Beverly Hills. Cool. I don't have $16 million.
First of all, I live in Laurel Canyon.
Find somebody who
Second
does.
of all, I'm just letting you know that if you move to Santa Clarita, this podcast is officially OVER because I am not driving to Santa Clarita because Danny likes to say, and 20 minutes from here, you could get a house for $1 million. It ain't 20 minutes. It's an hour. All right, then we're in our final scene, which is when Jax comes over to Brittany's house, and it really cracks me up. He's such a fucking tool, this guy, and his ego is just massivo. When he's talking about how like he'll go to visit Cruz, and he'll start to say like, "Oh yeah, I'll go to his house," and it's like, "Yes, Cruz, this 3-year-old owns a $2 million home in the Valley. It's Brittany's house. Just say it's Brittany's house. It's okay. It's okay that she owns a home because, as you said in this scene, she makes more money than you." So it's just so frustrating that this tool is sitting here, trying to like pin her for some ladies be shopping kind of chick, when really, save for the mortgage, she paid every other bill. She's paid all of Cruz's medical bills, which when you have a child who's on the spectrum, they are hefty to say the least. And he's sitting here saying, if you get full custody, I don't want to pay half of these medical bills.
He said everything
you
could possibly wish for a moron to not think about, like, to forget that, like,
cameras are up and running.
Cameras are up. You got a little Mikey right here. And they have just caught you saying that not only are you admitting that your wife makes way more money than you, you will not be paying for anything, not just child support, your son's medical bills. Like
Yeah.
it just like the layers, like the dives just keep getting lower and lower. You don't even think like, no, surely he'll, oh God. Oh, then he, oh, no. Oh God, he did it. Like just buried himself. And then you can, and this is what I said about Jax last week, that like, who was it? We were talking about Charlie, and I was like, at least like Charlie just like kept going, like no fucks, like did not
Yeah.
have like it's as if he's never done this before. Oh right, he hasn't. Jax has been doing this for 10 years, knows that like he'll say something, but then you can see it on his face, like immediately he'll go, fuck, I'll be paying for this for the next 6 months. I'm gonna have to come up with more
Yep.
of this or whatever. He did in that moment, and all he could come up with is, why are you trying to bury the, like after everything he said, he then looks to her in realizing what he's just done on camera and then goes, why are you trying to bury me? Like, oh
No one is.
You're doing
You've done
a
it yourself.
great job all
Yep.
on your own.
All by your own self.
It's like when he came in the first time. Well, so many things. Did anyone miss me? Nobody missed me?
Oh.
Crazy. Like legit crazy. That's crazy, bro. You're wild crazy.
He was kind of in his Sunday best too.
100%.
For Jax.
That's
Yeah.
Yes,
all
yes.
we've seen him in
Still
all
look like
year
a
is a
piece of
Jax sweat hoodie, a
shit.
Jax hat. Like
You
he was
just look
literally
like
in
a
a
piece
button
of
up
shit with
and
a toilet
khakis.
paper on
I'm
top
saying,
of it.
you can tell he got dressed for this thinking he was going to nail this scene.
Yeah.
You didn't, because you're a bad actor.
Yeah, no, you're horrible.
Figuratively and literally. So did anyone miss me? Nope, nobody misses you. We're not gonna miss you when you're dead either. And then the pictures. Why are you you're just cutting me out or ending our family like that? No, Jax, you did that. When
Yeah.
Britney said that to him, I was like, hell yeah. There's like 3 or 4 other things that
Oh,
I
when
was
he
just
sat
like,
down and he
dude,
goes,
what
so
are
you
talking
still want to
about?
go through with this divorce? And
Yep.
it's like he was just trying to elicit a response from her because he wants to know that you still love me, that I missed, that there's some, if he could see a crack in her, then he will try at some point in between.
I not to interrupt you, but a couple of people, and Harris, I'm gonna get to your comment when we get there. But like a couple of people are like, no, he's doing this thing. I think he cannot help himself to start shit or to talk shit or to piss somebody off or I'm gonna say this to cause a scene. Like literally, he cannot help himself. He has been paid for 11 years. He has built an entire career, an entire lifestyle off causing a scene.
Yeah.
A literal scene on the reality TV shows that he's on, and just a scene. Like probably when he was a kid, he caused a scene. Like he can't help himself. He can't have a normal conversation without causing the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I don't think he gives a shit about her. He definitely doesn't give a shit about his kid. Like,
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I don't think he is I don't think he is capable of having this like unconditional love that is, when you are with, like Mike would take a bullet for you. Jax would push her in front of the
maybe
Yeah.
like a
speeding bullet.
22 in the thigh.
You'd be like, I bought her those boobies. No, Jax, you did not.
Yeah, exactly.
I paid for my own boobies.
Yeah, correct. But what I want to say about this is he just wants the attention. So he wants it's coming from the same place as when he came in and said, so nobody missed me. Like, oh, so you really want to divorce me? Like,
in this button up?
yeah, and lose all of this. Like he's just incapable of not having the spotlight on himself. And I think that was part and parcel with all of that. Like I'm agreeing with what you say. And I think that him saying that is just one more thing to heave on to the pile of shit that Jax is spewing out in this scene.
Yeah.
I think that we've said it all about Jax. It's rinse and repeat in every scene, like whether he's victimizing himself with his group of friends or the fact that he's so angry and he's angry because of something that happened in his childhood. And then now he's the victim of Britney breaking up their family when it's like, no, you moron, you did that to yourself, like Mike just said. And listen, I'm sure people are going to come for me when I say this, but again, I'm a believer. Okay. And I like to think that Britney is going to not get back together with this guy. I think I saw a very different version of her in this scene where she's just, it's like, when someone gives you the ick, Nick, and like that's it. Like once you see something, you can't unsee it. And I think for the first time, she really has gotten to a level that it's not going to end. There's going to be many, many more levels that she's going to get to with him. But I think something has switched in her enough to be like, get the fuck out of my house. You're a you're a loser. You're a disgusting human being. And it is my worst nightmare to think like I'm going to do everything in my capability to make sure that our son doesn't turn out like you. And if you have one brain cell left in that Botox head of yours, you would think the same thing.
Yeah. I read the comments. I think that anyone who's been watching this show for any amount of time knows that like I do not hold back when I am like truly like on to someone and really just like I see exactly what they're doing and whatever. And I've had my moments with Britney and I know that she falls weak to some moments with Jax. I think that she definitely talked to him about the engagement, the proposal, whatever, like venting in a way, because that is a comfort zone for her. And she did talk to someone who like knows better than anyone, like what the repercussions are if you get caught slipping on a scene, like you wake up to see story, like I think that that's definitely happening. But I don't think that they are in cahoots in a way at all. Like, like I said, like I love conspiracy theories. I love going, I know exactly what you're doing. I do it all the time, but I will stand firm and not apologize. Like I do not think that she is that far gone.
I don't either.
And like, listen, time will tell. She may get there after next season, but right now, like she ain't there. She wants out. She's disgusted. She's got the ick.
Yep.
Him being taken off the show, assuming that she is staying, and also assuming that he got taken off. He says he didn't. I don't buy it for an instant. Every housewife, every person on any show that ever leaves, Bravo always lets them announce it and say that you're
putting
decided,
me on pause, or we've decided to part ways, but you're welcome back at a later date. Right. When you call me and offer me a contract.
Yeah. And here's the thing. They all know, all these news outlets that are reporting this stuff know exactly how Bravo moves. They like, if you're reporting on Bravo consistently, you know that everybody that leaves there always they announce it themselves and says, I've decided to part ways or blah, blah, whatever. All these news outlets are saying, good and great that Jax is gone, but Bravo should have done this themselves. And I think what they're saying is like, you, out of all of the times that you let people say that you should have taken a stand on this. You should have gone the different direction on this one and said like,
this was a layup for you, Bravo,
it
to just
really
be able to like get some brownie points for this is a toxic person and we don't want them on our channel. Yeah. Because he is. He just is. When he was sitting there saying, you've slandered my name, I'm like, you need to ask this facility that you were just at for a reimbursement. Yeah. And by the way, it's not their fault. I'm just joking. I just mean like, you have learned nothing from seeing any therapist in your entire life.
No. How you think that you even have a name that's even there for anyone to slander? Like your name has been gutter for so many years.
Well before Britney came along. Yeah. In fact, that's the reason everyone told Britney not to marry you. You cheated on her. Like everything you have done it. It's you, as Shannon Medora would say. Yeah. It's just really mind-bogglingly painful to have to watch him try to rationalize his consequences.
Yeah. And for the record, I am not saying that they will never get back together in forever and ever. But right now, I think that she is done for now. She is serious. I think that if she, like I said last week, I think she's looking for love, wants to get remarried, wants to have another baby, all those things. The longer it takes for that to happen, the bigger the window gets that she could fall prey to just a weak moment with him where she's like, well, I don't have anyone and I just would rather be with someone than with no one, Yeah. But I don't think that that's her game plan. I don't think that she's strategizing that in any way. If it happens, it'll be because the oldest story in the book, she got lonely.
Yeah. And I don't think that's going to happen for her just because she is in the public eye enough that like, I'm sure there's guys sliding into her DMs. I'm sure
somebody will want to go and take advantage of her.
Maybe. I would hope not that, for a little Kentucky muffin. But by the way, Mike's going to have to do the entire show now in Britney's accent because it was so goddamn funny. you just give us a little, Brittany?
I don't know. I'm so
Wow.
mad at everybody.
He's
I hate
such a moody
everybody.
bee.
How are you so mad? You like no one thought that this guy was getting the boot. Like, I love Juicy Scoop. I love Heather McDonald. I love you. And she was like, you guys are fucking nuts if you think. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't Juicy Scoop. It was
But she
Dana.
still loves Juicy Scoop.
I do. I fucking love Juicy Scoop. It was Dana Wilkie that said
that's right.
there is like she said it in a way as if she knew something. And she goes, for you guys that are like waiting for this to happen, just I want to let you know now it's never going to happen. This is Shaq's show. He developed a show with the network. Like she really rolled it out in a way that it was like, contracts, man. Like
I'm going to say this.
They got rid of the Married to Medicine lady. She created that show, and she was apparently a total dick, and all the cast was like, it's all of us
Or her.
or her, and the Bravo was like, fine, see you later.
When did that happen?
I don't know, I think after season 1 or something.
Okay. Now I think that every dollar does mean something, and there are no more dollars. And so if you are under contract to, and I get it, there's a morality clause. Like I understand that there's whatever. I was just saying that if there were any time that they would be like, yeah, we're not getting rid of him because we have to pay him regardless for the next year, and we need, like, we're not paying this guy to do nothing. There's no more money to be like, go back to the network and be like, hey, so we flubbed on this guy. We're going to need another, $150,000 to pay another cast member or whatever. I only learn these things from you. There's no money.
That's true.
So I thought it made more sense to me this year than any year prior that like they might have to hold on to him because they've paid him or they're already obligated to pay him.
I just would like to make a blanket statement that even though Dana Wilkie seems real fun at a party, I think that she does not know what she's talking about, because anytime I've heard her talk on any of these, like The Housewife and the Hustler, or like these, 1 hour like news stories that they do on Erica Girardi, or what's the one that's in prison now from Salt Lake? You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
She is always a veil. She's a tech a veil.
She's so funny.
She's always wrong. Every time I hear her talking about this stuff, I'm like, you're just a fan also. You just know as much as we do, and your opinion is just that. It's not factual.
Yeah.
Because it's just, anyway. Joe Schmo said, Nat, if you wait long enough, the trash takes itself out. Did you hear? Your prayers have been answered. And it was just about, obviously, Jax no longer being on the show.
I redid the thumbnail and I had I ended up going with something else, but my first one, I did the whole thing with a whole, the trash takes itself out. That was the title of it.
Joe, great minds.
And then I ended up just going with the fired guy in the group.
Number one fired guy.
The number one fired guy.
I should put number one so it's obvious of what I'm trying to say.
Good edit,
good note.
Mike.
Yeah, good
note. XAN3518 said Kristen totally would have owned up to it if she was the one responsible for Jenna showing up. And I agreed with that. We were talking about it last week with that housewarming party.
I got to that comment and I was like, yeah. And then I got to the next comment that said, if you guys don't think that Kristen had any part in that, come on. Like, it's something like that. And I'm like, yeah. I think two things could
obvious.
Well, right.
Here's the thing. Our commenters are so good that like one person says one thing and then I read the next one. I'm like, that could be it too.
Yeah. Oh, I never thought of that one.
Patrick Boren said, too bad the boat trip didn't take the cast on a 3-hour tour in a storm. Would the island be named after Britney? I think she'd insist on it. Would Janet be stolen by a tribe of headhunters and quickly returned? Or would she be made chief in a coup? So many questions.
Oh God, another coup.
No more coups. I'm cooed out for this lifetime.
I'm pretty bored. I could do a coup.
No, not me. Corky can't do a coup.
In a while. When was the last coup?
We're good. James Mac said, it's like Janet is acting the same way she would in a job interview in her confessionals, which I thought was so true. That's her job. That's her job interview representative.
Yeah. For this week 4 party of Schwartz, campaigning is always important, but it is more important now than ever because someone has got to replace this old piece of crap. Probably a dude's body would probably be best. So I just think if anyone would like to show their support, it's going to be him or Brock, okay? and maybe we're lucky if it's Brock because of what Sheena's been concocting up.
It sounds like you're saying Barack. Let's be clear. Brock, Sheena's husband, Not Barack Obama.
No, not Barack Obama.
Be
Not
pretty
baby,
cool.
come back.
That was the best post
Yeah.
you've ever made. Can I just say, if it is Party of Schwartz who's invited to the Valley, our first title of ep for the first episode has to be Party of Schwartz.
Oh, 1,000%. And it will be all the names that have come to Schwartz aid and have been his early supporters, boots on the ground.
Yes, we should do like credits. You know,
Yes.
that's rolling up the screen.
Yes. So if you want Schwartz to know that you were here and queer for him and from the jump,
Yeah.
and that you had a part of his good fortune
It's not
that
too
we
late to
pray is
vote.
coming. It's not too late to vote. It's not too late to get added onto this list. Mandy J is joining the party. Now she's also joining, I think, the party of like Mike is right also. That's neither here nor there, though. We're not going to hold that against you. Schwartz
Best party in
is,
town, and we got some Meteor wine. This shit is
So
It
good.
really
dude.
is.
I've never seen Mike
Oof.
pour 2 glasses of wine, and I've known Mike for almost 16
No,
years.
Mike doesn't even drink.
Yeah, I don't even party that much.
Turns
This is-
out
That
Mike
much,
does like wine
yeah.
as long as it's
Mm.
$800 a
Yeah.
bottle.
You're speaking in my language.
He's got a refined palate, this asshole. It's so good.
so tasty.
Yeah.
So we've got Mandy J, and then Courtney. You had someone else,
Yes, just
right?
Ray Chill. I changed my username, so can I be updated in the Party of Schwartz? That is the kind of stuff Natalie gets real
That's
excited
what I'm
about.
saying. Schwartz deserves this kind of due diligence and follow up and
Yeah.
follow through. And you know,
they are now Rachel_H.
okay.
They were our height shoe.
I'd love to be adding another name and not replacing one, but we're gonna do that.
We need to be honest.
We need to be honest.
It's an update, not an ad.
yes, it's an update, not an ad.
But we need to have people's correct addresses
We
for
do.
when he runs again.
I know, so we can update your membership
Yeah,
cards.
that's exactly right.
Yeah, and you can't opt out of our flyers. Just know that.
Yeah, there is no unsubscribe.
Yeah, I dare you to try to block and report on the text messages. It doesn't
There's no
work. Good
stop.
luck. Yeah.
I have just a small request. If Rachel and I is Rachel party of Schwartz?
Yeah.
Okay. If Rachel and I could sit next to each other, because we do compounds and spreadsheets. Yeah, we're all there
Okay.
already
So you
by
want
proxy.
me
I
to
just
bump Zoe from being your bump
well, who's
mate?
on my? Who do I got next to me right now?
Shannon Fall and Zoe. Zoe's beneath you. Shannon Fall's to your right.
Okay, let's make one thing clear.
And
No one
Courtney's
is
above you.
beneath me. Okay.
No, but I am above.
Especially not Shannon Fallon. No, but at the table, at the place setting.
Well, listen, this is all we have.
This is that on there is fine. Keep it the way it is. On when we do our meet and greet, whenever that happens,
At the Elks Lodge.
Rachel and I need to sit next to each other or be at the same table because
They're spreadsheet
we got
people.
compounds to talk about.
Okay.
We're spreadsheet folk.
You do know that it was Mandy J that said that she was also in the party of Mike is right.
Listen, there's a lot of people in that.
Oh.
That party is massive, right? Like we're doing the party of Schwartz little
Mandy J, I know you're
pre-function.
already regretting this, and I'm actually glad. It's better that you know now what you've gotten yourself in. It's never too late to
Rescind
unjoin-
that.
Yeah, rescind
Vote.
your membership.
Or just hashtag double down. Whatever you choose. Leave it in the comments, Mandy. My point is, Rachel and I, if we could have some time to chat and like maybe swap ideas, that'd be great.
Yeah, at the seated
ladies,
event.
he's taken.
Yeah, Rachel, it's just compound stuff. She
no,
knows.
I just mean anyone who's
Yeah,
excited
that was
about
writ
yeah.
large.
Yeah, writ large. I think everyone is real bummed.
I don't know if anyone's excited about that.
That's
Deborah
the joke.
Deborah Traeger made a comment. They're going to get back together, and I just want to confirm. Do you mean oh my God, I
Yes.
almost said Brax, Brittany and Jax.
Yes, that's
She means
exactly
Brittany
what
and
she
Jax.
means.
No, they're not. They're not. Okay.
No, I have to say I'm open to it, but I don't think that that's her plan right now. I don't think that Brittany
That
is
is true.
maneuvering in a way where she thinks that she is going to be getting back with Jax.
Agreed. Just Jade said, I have been looking forward to your recap more than the episode itself. But Mike, you didn't have much to say. I think Mark needs to come back next week and tear Janet a new one.
You got
And-
your wish.
I just want to let you know, Just Jade.
Be careful what you wish for.
No. That can't ever happen again.
Mark's a good time.
Okay, speak for yourself. Richard Jordan said, when they did the game thing competition, whatever it was, Jenna and Sheena turned up together looking the same. Jasmine said it was before El Coyote happened, but that was down to Sheena being there. It's Sheena that's behind this. Like one of you said, if Kristen wanted to make it a thing, we'd all know because she'd tell us. And we mentioned that last week, that behind the scenes, Sheena is working with Janet to stir the pot or kick up some dirt, be messy, spread some rumors or whatever. That's what it seems like because Sheena showed up with Jenna.
They were the referees, I'm assuming, because they're friends of, so they didn't get to play.
But they
in the
apparently
reindeer
they came
games
together. So I'm just saying where there's smoke. And Janet is where fun goes to die. I'm sorry, but she just sucks the joy out of everything. And I have to say, there were a bunch of comments that were saying something.
Yeah, Shannon Fall and I had the convo about her being a black hole, and I was like, that would require Fun to get too close to Janet, and I don't think Fun would be down for that. Janet's the opposite of a black hole. She's a blower.
Doesn't
Whatever
Johnny
fucking
Smiles say
blows.
something like,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There
Janet,
was so
you mean?
Janet was
Janet
so good.
Smiles?
Shannon Falls said, yes, Mike, sign me up for our production company payroll. Let's make reality TV great again. And I just thought that was hilarious.
Once this thing pops off, we're for the people, by the people kind of joint.
I love. Hello, it's Jeanette Allen from Liverpool, England again.
British.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Our British
sorry.
is-
You got to read it in the accent if you're
All
going
right.
to
Pretty
read
rude.
it. You
Hello,
guys keep
it's Janet
stealing all
Allen
my
from
fucking
Liverpool,
friends
England
and not
again.
even doing it right.
Okay, I got it.
But now I feel like you have to butcher it. Like Courtney's going to be too
You
good
got
at it.
no. You know a Liverpool
All right.
one?
Not really. No. Do you?
So much for all those conservatory
Right?
dollars.
I only have an Australian.
I only got Cockney and
We got
RP.
Brit-
Isn't that
Brittany.
kind of
No.
the same?
Brittany. Somebody called my Brittany
Yeah,
as
it's
a
Janet
Brittany
Allen
Forrest.
from Liverpool, England again.
That's better.
That's what you want. I'm with Mike about Britney telling Jax on purpose, but I think it was because she wasn't sorry, I'm dyslexic and doing an accent for the
Not
first time.
British.
It's a lot. She wasn't letting on it. Oh my God, I got to start this again. Sorry, cry me. Blimey, not cry me.
Cry me?
No. Everything's falling apart. Oh, mate, pick it up. Yeah, it's all right.
What, Pebby?
Britney telling Jax on purpose. I'm with Mike about Britney telling Jax on purpose, but I think it was because she wasn't let in on it happening, and she's very passive aggressive. So in her head, she thought, "I'll teach you, I'll tell Jax," and storyline kisses. I don't think it was on purpose still, but I loved that. I just always love that Jeanette says, "Hi, it's Jeanette Allen, first and last name from Liverpool." I just think
Hold
it's so
on.
Yeah.
cute.
You truly think that Britney accidentally told Jax that they got engaged? That was an accident. You were like,
I have
you
some
think
comments
that's
where
an
people
accident.
put it better than I did. So can I just read the people's words? Okay.
Even Minnie's having fucking hyperventilating over this.
Palava Girl said, "I only have one comment. Jasmine told zero lies when she told Janet, 'You are a vibe killer.' This episode was exhibits A through Z. Great observation, Jasmine. Correct." Okay. Bite Me Bento. What a great name. Absolutely love you three. Let's get to it. I think Britney told Jax, 1, out of habit, but 2, I think she was venting about the plan to take Nia down and how it wasn't Nia and Danny down and how it wasn't working. Couldn't you picture her complaining to Jax about Nia and Danny are taking over Britney? They even planned Kristen and Luke's engagement and Zach was in on it and blah, blah, blah. Jax said, "Wait, Kristen got engaged?" Britney, "Oh God, don't tell Jax." Oh my God, I should have done the accent the whole time. Let's start that again.
Beauties.
They even planned Beauties. They even planned Kristen and Luke's engagement and Zach was in on it. "Wait, Kristen got engaged? Oh, don't tell Jax." Oh, and Janet is like Rachel, Leah Michelle from Glee. I'm in agreement with Mike. I love Jesse for TV. Did you see him rave dancing during the fire dancers? Hilarious. He's funny in moments when he's not trying to. Unfortunately, and I did say this last week or the week before, I was like, I want to see more of this side of him because I think this is where like he's enjoyable. Harris said, "Mike, I wish I could agree with you about the Brit Jax cahoots."
Then didn't agree with me, dude. It's not that difficult. Just
Mark?
if you wish you can, then you can.
Simmer and settle, Mark.
Wishes do come true.
But I have this bad feeling that Brit is still being emotionally Stockholm syndrome by Frank Drebin. Him calling her babe and honey is him trying to still hold her emotionally hostage and throw her off her game while they get divorced. And I just want to say, I see you, Harris. Nettie said Mike's Brit impersonation. So do it for Nettie.
I do everything for Nettie.
I know. So do the impression again.
I will. Wait till I get to my comments.
Okay. It's
Somebody
your best
said
work.
my Britney was a mix between Britney and Forrest. Britney, what's Britney's last name?
Cartwright.
Brittany Forrest Cartwright, they said.
All right. I like it.
Run, Brittany, run.
Janet also
Good
said,
luck.
Nettie also said Janet is the only person on earth that would be moping while on vacation in Hawaii. And I think you're right. Shannon Fall said, ahoy, I was not expecting Luke to be wearing a ladies' Halloween skipper costume or to see both of his buoys.
Bro.
Oh, God.
Janet, you are very funny. Sarah McBride, I think my fave thing from recent episodes is so we're in Love Island now. Sorry. They're all next to each other. You're up, Britt.
My favorite thing is that Shannon Fall and Sarah McBride have become
Best friends.
Yeah.
Like in Step Brothers, are we best friends? Did we just become best friends?
There's no accents in Step Brothers.
Well,
No, there's a little one in Step
No,
Brothers.
there's not.
Isn't there?
No.
No, I think there is.
I've never seen
Like
it,
and
so I
subscribe.
Joe
can't tell
Schmo?
you.
There isn't.
Yeah, Joe, let us know.
Dude, this was so classic. Heather Pike. Janet reminds me of like one of those mean ass old ladies or old men who had a rough life and was mad at the world and hates everything. It's sad. She needs peace in her life. I can't tell what she is hiding to make her go after her friends, or if she's just nasty inside and out. She is a nasty person, at least for TV. She does remind me of one of those old ass, like a person who's now old but has had such a shitty life that they're just the grumpiest old fucking curmudgeon.
She does
But she's not
have
even old.
that vibe, like
Yeah.
of just an older curmudgeon-y person.
But she's like you're not old enough to be that angry at everything.
But even like the way she dresses, the way she carries herself, I find it to be a bit mother of the bride-y.
Yeah. I just remembered that we didn't even talk about how she says, I don't know if it's Jason or Janet that says, we're basically Tommy and Pamela. You're
No, you're
as
not.
Tommy and Pamela as the fucking Ropers.
Wait, who says that?
Jason said it. He's like, look at us, Tommy and Pam.
Yeah, when they got their tattoos. But Jason said so much of what he said with seriousness behind it that's why when I
Wait.
said that, I was like looking around and being like, is anyone else seeing this?
We didn't talk about the best line in that scene for me personally. Was when Janet goes, I don't think I've ever heard you say the F word. How boring is your sex? What in the actual fuck?
Yeah, that's
You guys aren't uber religious. You're not like, you're people who are living in a major city. Like there's no reason for you not to curse,
Yeah,
right?
you're-
Like, oh, it's
you're
against my religion
assholes.
or
which doesn't not only assholes curse, but like they definitely don't not curse.
A few people in our early days that would beg to disagree with the two of you.
no, it wasn't on me.
Dude, Tamara commented on her podcast this week when she was talking about the Danny and Janet situation. Tamara was like, I don't know like what to say about this. From in my day, the day your ass stopped getting smacked was a bad day. And I'm like, God, am I as old as fucking Tamara Judge? Because
Yeah.
that's my day too.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, because you're not sexy time.
Yeah, because no
don't
one's
count?
smacking your ass. No.
I mean, I'm gonna be drunk later. I can grab your ass.
Okay, thank
you
you
want
so
to
much.
relive the glory days?
No, I'm just saying that Tamara is from a generation to where I'm now realizing, am I from that generation too? Like, is she a Gen Xer? I don't know. She seemed older than that, but
It's
what
like
do I
we
know?
don't want to be catcalled, but also if I walk down the street and someone doesn't say that I'm hot, it's like,
God damn, what? Hello.
God.
I know, I put eyeliner on for nothing.
oh, do you see these gems? I'm just kidding, not my gems, Nat's gems.
Clark 11. I think Brittany maybe had too much to drink when she spilled the beans / was venting to Jax about the engagement. She didn't say the alcohol played a part because she already did that when apologizing for coming for Nia and Danny. I think she drinks quite a bit in general, or probably way more than we realize. I think enabling was probably a large part of her and Jax's relationship. They both like to party. They met in Vegas. They had many nights of drinking and whatever the heck Jax was doing. I don't think Brittany has anywhere near the issues Jax has, but I do think that not drinking would be good for her.
Wait, she used that excuse when she apologized to Danny and Nia. That was Janet that used the I was drunk apology when she apologized to Nia for coming for her.
I think Britney did.
Brittany
This-
did that to
something else.
Nia at when they had the dinner, the sorry dinner where
Yeah.
then
Oh, in the
Nia,
beginning of
yeah, I just remember
For-
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
for
No, I
Santa
think I was with
Barbara
you.
or
I
We're
was
something.
like,
journalists. I just want
Now
to
I
fact
remember.
check.
Yeah, for Santa Beezy. I think you're onto something with her being drunk. Like, definitely, I think you're right about it. I think she might drink a little more than we all. I think there might be something there, but I don't think I will ever buy that she didn't do it on purpose. Like it just screams.
So many people were with you.
on purpose.
They were.
No, yes, so many people, but I was not swayed.
Neither. I
remained.
wasn't swayed either.
Yeah, I just feel like I got a vibe on her. I what she's doing isn't great. It's just not that. That's all. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think she can make mistakes,
Yeah.
but I don't think she's out to do that to her friends on purpose. Like, I just don't.
because it's too messy.
Karen Dawson. Every time I reach my limit with Janet the Sanctimonious, I remind myself that she's married to a Sheena castoff, and it's like medicine.
Yes,
That fucking comment is so good.
yeah.
And Janet the Sanctimonious, it might be squeezing out Fanit as
Yeah.
my number one nickname.
She is.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
nailed it. 10 out of 10.
So
She is
good.
so sanctimonious.
So good.
I just wanted to tell Janet, like, and I should have said this earlier, but Janet, like, you do know that, like, you could change this whole thing,
Yes.
like so easily. You could change it all and just
Your
like
fate
act
is in
normal.
your hands.
Yeah, you've
Or you
given
could
this
quit
network
like
2
Jax.
solid seasons of crap.
Or quit.
Huh?
Or you could quit like
yeah,
Jax.
you could quit. You should.
You should
But
quit.
like,
No.
you've done this network a solid by 2 seasons in a row being the asshole and letting everyone pile on you, and everyone deserves like a timeout. You know, like everyone can go, and usually a show will respect that and they'll say, okay,
And
okay,
sometimes a timeout lasts forever.
and it should. But I'm just saying, you are the master of your domain. You don't have to do this.
Marty Hands 303. Also, Janet is where boners go to die.
That's what I mean. There were so many.
So good.
God,
I think
wait.
this is I commented about. That's probably why that's why Jason likes her. Because Jason's super vanilla in the sack, but she's where boners go to die. So perfect match.
They are so.
Perfect match.
I don't even have sprinkles.
The Leslie C. Mike is dead on with Britney. She's trying to have her Ariana moment and wants us all to forget that she's known everything all along and chose to stay with the abuser, cheater, liar, drug addict, and have a child with him. Inserting my own words because this was my response. And was discussing a second child with him a couple months, maybe if that, before he went to
It
rehab.
was like the first 3 episodes
yeah,
arc was
if
like
that.
her and trying to get him to say, yeah, we would do this.
Yeah. And have a child with him and keep him in the house with said child for years. Now that the narrative is not going the way she wants, the mask is slipping. She's always been trash and a charmless idiot through and through. Whew. You got me, Leslie C. That's legit. That's a legit comment. So true. I fucking hate Britney.
Oh.
And this one, I think, I don't know if we dove into it too much, but I remember being like, huh, what is happening? But then again, like I said, sometimes I'd be tuning out on this show lately because who gives a shit? Shannon, I was so confused about everyone being upset at the engagement party. Did I miss something? Had they been waiting there for 3 hours or something? Were they not allowed to have cocktails until everyone showed up? What was everyone irritated about? I'm lost. And I was also lost.
But I have to say, that's a really good point. They could have been. They could have been out there
maybe.
for a long time. And like, what is happening? Like, what? And
Oh, sorry, they were getting engaged.
Kristen's not exactly speeding up for anyone, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so.
Nettie,
I'm not saying that happened. Those people are assholes.
seems like you
They're
said
horrible
that's what
friends.
happened.
I'm
Fact.
just saying, when she said that, I was like, oh, it could have been that.
Should we get our food? Are you trying to get more sponsorships or what?
Yeah, I sure as fuck am.
We ordered some food.
It's here if you want to sponsor us.
Well, they better be good because they don't have their pesto pasta anymore. And
Their garlic knots are amazing.
Nettie, oh my God, those hateful bitches complaining at the party because Danny and Nia weren't there. Talking about, oh, why do we have to be here if they aren't here? Tantrums, please go. Yes, good reasoning. You should really not be at any party. Ugly, fake, haters. Who needs friends like this? Nobody, Nettie. That's why we're friends. Nobody needs these people. They're not friends. These people are dicks.
Friends like that, who needs enemies?
Yeah. Harris, this is so funny. Why did Jesse say, thank God for everyone I wasn't wearing that suit? Talking about Luke's sailor outfit. Why, Jesse? So we could see your giant, bulging, hung as a horse. Beep. Sure, bro. Yeah, I don't think Jesse has that. But you know what they do? If the dudes that say they do, then they don't. Nettie, another one. I thought the honey babe from BS from Jax was odd too. Really weird. I cringe when my own husband calls me babe. If I'm mad at him, don't you dare babe me. How dumb is Britney? She should be mad at herself. It does look like fakery and that she's working for Jax. I can't with them. They need to go. Do not like Brit anymore. No trust there. Fake. This is why me and Nettie and Miss Chevy
Our besties.
are besties and triplets from a past life. It's true. Britney stayed with Jax this long because she is somewhat into the drama Jax causes, which I think it was probably me. Why I don't understand why she's with. That's a good answer.
I don't think she's into it. I think that she is one of the few people on earth that finds herself way more immune to that kind of thing than the average. That's just what I've picked up on about her. We all know a few girls like that. Though I normally have always seen them as kind of dingbats. They're a good time. They're super sweet and whatever, but they're just sort of like, like just.
I also think Britney thought she could change him.
Yeah.
Our love is that strong.
Well, she says it in the after show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is the after show or this episode where she straight up fucking says it?
Yeah.
No joke. This is just Pat Clark. Shout out. Welcome back. Glad you made it back. Glad you took a little break. We missed you too. Movie girl. I think Janet, this is a good one. I think Janet loves to talk about people's mistakes and repeats them because she can, because they're truths. And if anyone gets mad or she gets fired, she'll accuse people of protecting a predator and silencing her. She's enjoying pissing people off and them not being able to do anything about it. I think that's a massive clock. And I read it like 52 times and was like, I can't believe I didn't catch that. I can't believe. That was so good. All right. And now I'm going to end. Actually, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just truth for peace. Sorry, I can't. She gets so freaking mad. It's just that she agreed with me about Nia in the sheets. It was the first time that she had seen where she felt a little like, about Nia was and I agree, but I'm going to move on. Sorry. Sorry. All right. And this is my last one.
I think the truth had a few.
She did. So sorry I took one of them.
So fine, just go ahead and read it. God.
No, it was just that. It was just the Nia sheets thing. All right. I'm going to end with my other bestie, Miss Chevy. Miss Chevy. I'm going to read your comment. We all love you. Miss Chevy lost her daughter this year. She's going through it.
Her daughter?
Yeah.
How old is her daughter?
She was 22.
Jesus fuck. How?
Heart condition.
Oh my God.
Oh, Miss Chevy, we're so sorry.
Yeah.
That's
there are no
horrible.
words.
That's so horrible.
Yeah. Super sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear you're dealing with that. But also honored that we could be a part of putting a smile on your face. So this was her first thing about Britney, though. Hey, fam, Britney gets no pass from me. And this is why you and I are there. And Nettie, like I think we all three said the same shit. I swear to God, we were triplets in the past life. Hey, fam, Britney gets no pass from me. I think she told Jax on purpose. I don't care what she's going through. Her attitude sucks. And I think we're seeing the true Britney. Britney has said herself, Jax has a big mouth. I am going through one of the worst times of my life, but I am not turning into an angry, spiteful person towards my friends because of it. And trust me, I am angry as fuck.
Yeah, Britney, if Miss Chevy can do it, you can too.
Yeah, I'm now rethinking everything I've ever said.
Buck up, fucko.
But how I treat people hasn't changed. And that's just a good, fucking just nice piece of advice for everybody. Like, yeah, we all get mad. We all get mad as fuck. But This is ironic that I'm the one saying this because I tend to get a little mad, but you can't treat people like you
Go
can't be
on.
mean to people. Like you can't be mean to everyone else because you're mad about something, Brittany. So take a little page out of Miss Chevy's book and do better. And also, Miss Chevy, we fucking love you. That's all I got.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun. Follow that one up.
Wait, Courtney, why didn't you read Harris's Go to Sleep?
Oh, I wanted to. I just get so pitchy when I do it. Go to sleep. See, look at the cats. Go to sleep. I say that to people all the time.
It really was exactly that.
Yeah. It's so good. Harris, it's one of the best quotes of all time. Scary Island.
Harris says, Party of Schwartz, Soho House.
I just like, this wine is so good.
It might be the best one I've ever had.
It's up there, man. If
Yeah.
it's not number one. So I Barry, thank you. But also Bill Dyer and Don, I'm going to butcher, Donine Dyer, Mr. and Mrs. Dyer. These are the vintner. These are the people that he hired to make the wines, I think.
Oh.
So good call.
He picks the grapes himself and stomps on them.
Well, then you got great feet, but Bill and Barry and Tracy probably she's drinking the wine in that picture, so
I would
she's
be
probably
too, if I
taste
were-
tester, yeah. And then Mike Wolf, good name. Looks like he's running shit down there too. You guys are all doing a bang up job. Keep up the good work. Barry's like, these people don't watch your podcast, dude. Only I do. Well, tell them, okay?
Heather Pike says, do you think Britney will look bad more often now that Jax isn't beside her looking bad? The only reason everyone feels for her is because she had him right there with his toxic ass, just like Jason. Everyone is now seeing they are both toxic, just like I think Britney is too. Britney just swapped toxic Jax for toxic Janet. You know, there are people that gravitate towards that. Like
100%.
they gravitate because they find they know how to do that role.
Yeah.
You know, I know I have my roles, and
Yeah.
so I will gravitate to people that I'm like, oh no, I know how to what I'll do in this situation. So that makes sense. I'm glad that you read Jeanette Allen because I was just gonna do a Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, it's Jeanette.
I hit her with a cheers, mate.
The Leslie C. To my question last week of what are the synonyms for miserable wench, I think.
I don't think you said winch, but that's fine.
No, I
She
did.
did.
No,
She
I
did.
think I did.
think you
Yeah.
said-
Oh, I've called her a bitch enough times. Like wench was a synonym for
I
bitch.
think
Yeah,
you
yeah.
called her
Yeah.
a miserable whore.
No,
No,
well,
she's-
I said
So
wench,
she
but
said wench,
she is
but yeah.
miserable whore. So the Leslie C says, I got you. Synonyms for miserable. Oh, she thought I said witch, though. That's a good one, too. I'll
They
say
all
that one.
work, yeah.
Charmless shrew, personified migraine, the bore we can't ignore, human rice pudding,
Dude,
Oh
why did
my-
you
the sad beige thundercloud,
Dude.
No. Oh.
corny calculated Karen, even evil Corneval, hateful Houdini, demon Flan, Eeyore and fake Dior,
Evil Carnival or whatever was that one?
evil Corneval.
Evil Corneval. That one
Yeah.
is my favorite. I like Evil Corneval.
Oh my
that's
God.
great.
Those are really.
And then wait, what was the last one? The last she added one. That was really good.
I didn't even see this one.
It's so good.
Blunder Woman.
Blunder, yeah, Blunder Woman.
Oh God.
So good, Blunder Woman.
Ningy Ding says, I would like to formally announce that I have finished my home photos, videos, audio tapes digitization project. Over 50 years of stunning family memories in paranoid preparation for if I have to flee the country with Gestapo at my door. And I couldn't have done it without your company. Thanks for being my friends this summer. I'm glad I found you guys. I can't believe you are recording at 1 a.m. What commitment. I hope Courtney made her flight. She
I did.
And a flight back too.
Yeah.
I say this all the time. These are my favorite ones. This even Meteor Wine told me basically we basically have the same thing. We can't do anything without an earbud and someone
Yeah.
talking to us. Like he says that our show, he listens to it when he works out. And he
Love that.
said maybe your show actually fits in the health and wellness space.
Dude, we'll take it. That's a huge space.
100%.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
I listened to something that lasted like 8 hours and I re-grouted the whole bathroom. Now, I did it wrong and used the wrong grout, but
Details. We don't need to get into that. By the way, my best friend
it was
Orly
so good. I was distracted, clearly.
And for all of you out there being like, why isn't Mike doing the grout? I'm the artsy fartsy type. I don't do grout.
You know what it was? It was literally a podcast show that decided that they were going to read aloud the Mueller report.
Ugh.
So
That's
it took like 8
right.
hours to
I
read the
remember you
whole
told me you
thing.
listened to the whole thing. Wait,
I'm like, this motherfucker.
Orly says to me, I love your podcast. I'm like, oh my God, you listen? She's like, yeah, but I can't sleep. I put it on and like, I just find it so soothing.
Dude.
Cool.
Listen
No,
to
I do
listen
that
to
all the
listen.
time too. I do. I put on Juicy Scoop and I listen to Juicy Scoop to also do stuff. But Heather McDonald just soothes me.
Yeah, see, it is a compliment.
Yeah,
I took it as one.
it is. Rachel says, I think that Zach did such an amazing job with his role in the engagement. It was smooth, it was happy, it was classy, and he clearly cared so much about how the couple would feel. The dramatics at the party were ridiculous. They should have all just been grateful to be invited, not be so snotty about what time people would arrive and that they weren't involved. I also think it really proves that Luke was correct to not trust Britney pre-engagement. I still don't know if it was intentional or not to tell shithead, but regardless, the fact that she's still communicating with him is enough to get her cut off from future sensitive info.
DP.
I love that comment. Totally.
I know Zach has an MBA. That's impressive. But like Zach at the Kristen's Venice Boulevard t-shirt company photo shoot, like he seems on it. Like, I don't know. Do we know what he does for a job?
Nope.
Because like everything that Zach does is
Yeah, remember
like
last
I want to
year?
hire Zach on AGT and have him put together some reality shoots or so, like just something. You know what I mean? I need that guy in my life.
Yeah, remember last year he was helping her with the relaunch of
Yeah.
whatever
And he
James
was there
made.
seeming,
yes,
yeah, like
Zach is a
just
doer.
very
No, he's
I
helping.
said
handling
from
stuff.
Doing that
episode
stuff.
1, Zach is the friend you want.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. What if you got him on there and then you had him producing Sandoval's band?
Oh God, he
And
would.
then we could stage a coup.
That's Nigel's. No, Nigel has Sandoval. Nigel does a pretty good job. Nigel gets all the acts that
Nigel does Sandoval?
Yeah.
He's wasting his time on Tom Sandoval's
I
band.
know. Well, listen, sometimes you just get handed an act, you know? But Nigel is the producer on AGT that every time an act comes and you get like emails where you're like, dude, what the shit is this? How are we going to do? Whose producer is it? Nigel. It's always Nigel.
He gets like the
Motherfucker.
flying Walindas.
Dude, but the Flying Walinda generational series. So it's
Yeah.
like not just the one. It's like, oh no, we have 7 generations and we're all here this year.
All the Walindas.
Cool. Thanks, Nigel. You want to take the roof off the theater that was built 200 years ago? We can't do that. Oh, okay, we'll do it.
We can do whatever we want, Nigel.
Yeah,
It's
Nigel's
grandma's
great.
house. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Rachel, interesting thought that Janet and Jason are avoiding the fact that Jason banged Sheena. Did we do this one?
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's it, though. I think it's something that the public doesn't know about yet because they are trying so hard. I think it's half wanting to stay relevant and be on the show and half because of something that's happened during their marriage. There's something. I can guarantee you that.
Yes, I agree. There's something.
Cinnamon says, Janet reminds me of the bunny boiler from the film Fatal Attraction.
Bro. 100,
Never saw it.
dude.
Closing it out with Truth for Peace for Freedom.
Yes, that's it, Nat. That's good.
Dude, she's been practicing that in our room for weeks.
You're such a liar.
It's a
No, that's
joke.
when I practiced.
Shannon's gonna Shannon. I told you. Whoa, come on.
I have never said anything critical of Nia before. How can anyone have a problem with a soft-spoken, beautiful mother goose? Huh?
This is the one I was gonna read.
It's a good thing you didn't.
You have your comments of your own.
This is green with me.
I don't know if I'll read that part. Sometimes I read around things I don't want to. I have only given her compliments, but I have a bone to pick with her in this episode. Wait. I thought it was really rude of her to completely soak the hotel's white bed sheets in skin dye. If Janet could just redirect her passion for taking others down with an actual worthy and righteous cause, the world would be in a better place. Janet should use her energy to take down the Finders cult or something of that ilk. She can use her service to find missing children. She is using a hyperbolic term to take down a family man. The person who commits an ass grab definitely deserves to make an apology, not have a public lynching of his character. And I mentioned this before, but I don't hear anyone else talking about how Jesse gave Kristen a hard titty twister. No one is accusing him of SA. Also, the theory of his behavior happening to a straight couple versus a lesbian couple doesn't hold water. Wait, wasn't that my theory? We literally have evidence of this in season 1. Luke was pissed at Jesse. Jesse apologized and life went on. You guys, I hate to admit this, but Jesse Lally is growing on me like mold. There's something about him. It's that feistiness in his eyes and spirited personality. I am hate fucking this comment right along with you. Like I
Same,
feel
and I'm suffering from mold poisoning, so it's double triggering.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys watch him on Watch What Happens Live? He called himself douchey. It's hard not to like someone with self-deprecating humor. And I've always been fascinated by Bostonian men, CT from the Real World and The Challenge.
I love CT.
Who doesn't?
Oh my God, the love story with him. And remember the girl who passed away?
Oh God.
D something?
Yeah, D's nuts.
No, that's not her name.
He is the Ubermensch among Ubermenschen. Brains and bronze. Charlie from Love Island doesn't hold a candle to CT. When I finally get the house to myself, I love to drink my sweet, cheap wine and Blair Dropkick Murphys and pretend like I grew up in Boston. When I found out that Jesse was from Boston and plays hockey, one of the most dangerous sports in the world, with his little, delicate bones, I knew he has the heart of a lion. He can take down a big girl like Anna Nicole Smith and a pretty little princess like Michelle. He's up for everything. Listen, I'm not going to trust him with my tiniest secret because he's diabolical and not to be trusted, but he is a good time and he's definitely good TV. He's worn me down like an old man whittling away at wood on his front porch. Now, if Jesse goes and does something stupid like getting a bunch of veneers glued onto his teeth, I'll turn on him quicker than a lot lizard turning a trick.
Not lizards.
Oh my God, that was the best.
So good.
Yeah. See, if you take these before closeout, what would we close out with?
Yeah, exactly.
Like and subscribe. We're going to eat this pasta and then we're going to do Love Island finale.
Yeah. Let's fall in love.
Justice for Pepe and Iris.
Oh my God, I love Pepe and Iris.
I do too.
Yeah. And they're in LA. Maybe we'll run into them.